I got a lot of requests. One of them, number one, is PEGY. So I'll go through this chart, tell you guys what my honest opinion, and go through, see what I would like to do here. But for PEGY, here is the chart here. We have the daily chart, and as you can see, it's just a downtrend just constantly, right? You'll get these nice big spikes, like right up in here, as you can see. Um, Way up in here, we had this big, massive spike. But with this strategy, what we look for is one, you either follow the trend or you do a trend reversal. If I'm going to trade against the trend, it's going to be one, if we hit this upper band, then I would look to short it. Where would I like to take profit is the EMA 5, the 10, and the 20. And the same thing with here, you see how it can't be sustained. Well, I showed you this just so I could show you this. I did take this to the long side, way back in this area here. And where did I look to take profit? Well, the same thing is what I always teach. Where is your reversion to the mean? This EMA 5 here, I had a really good entry. I always say to wait around 7 daily candles when you haven't touched the EMA 5, which is right here. You clearly touched it. And then we go away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which you had not touched it, and these are all candles not. And this sounds all confusing. I have plenty of videos in the education in my Discord channel that talks about this. But basically what we're trying to see is reversions to the mean. That is the one thing that's going to happen. Do we know the exact timing? No. But if you do this, your probabilities of winning are very good. So we went from here to here, 25%. I always tell my Discord members, 10% is the goal. That keeps, that right there is a nice gain for your account. Anything more is just a cherry on top of the ice cream, and you trail and stop the rest. And then how convenient we play. You can play this again another time. Right up in here, we touch the ATR4. Where do we go next? Is this 10, and this made a nice, decent gain. From here to here was a 51%. And then we finally touched this 20 right in here. And what happened is we went all the way above, and then we come tumbling down, and it made a pretty big move down from there, as you can see. So if we are below this EMA 20, if we don't have candles closing above for consecutive days, and we don't have a trend to form to the upside, then it is better, in my opinion, to short it. Or, hear me out, I don't like to short things unless it's like a really good thing. I would rather be a bull. So, would you want to short PEGY at its all-time low? Right here we have, kind of a little standing here. That is your final low here. But as you can see, even look at these EMA 5s here. These are where algos look to reject things. We hit this 5, we go down. We hit this 5, go down. I would love to see this 10 and 20 get hit, but we just hit this 20 right in here. So this resets all the time distance. So just to give you a kind of a formula, I said 7 days is long for an EMA 5. 10 for EMA 10, 1 month is long, and then EMA 20, 2 months is long. If we look at this EMA 20 where we had this big massive move up, and you should know, if you watched my channel and a lot of my videos, this had a 159% move up. You should know these are your price targets. Obviously, yeah, it literally went all the way over here, and this was a massive pump PEGY did. And as you can see right here, the last time we touched the 20 was way back in 719. I mean, it was due for a touch. That was a 3 month distance. So we know 2 months is long. So you just got to know, like, these reversions to the mean are going to happen. Where you would love to take your entries are at these ATR4s, and go from there. And then you can also, if you're not at this ATR4, which is the green band, you can draw a trend channel and kind of see, well, where is our entries and exits? Because right in here is your resistance. We went way out of this channel thinking that we could come back, but then we came back into this channel. We had this massive pump. I would like to see a support, an entry right here in the 338. Don't hold me to it. Don't, this trend channel is going to go down as price goes down. So you got to understand, if you want to draw this trend channel, you could find it up in here and draw it, or you can manually do it. But as far as PEGY, I do think it's more bearish. Obviously the trend is down, but there's massive money you can make on these downtrends, because look at this. I mean, this is insane. I mean, this was 160% move up in literally one day at a time right here. One day your account went up that big. So yeah, there's definitely good money to be made as long as you're consistent, you're patient. The best plays are going to be when you're hitting this green band. You know, if you because if the trend's down, you need a trend reversal, right? When it hits this area here, we had that reversion to the mean. When we just left this EMA 5, you know, when you see these big candles down, a lot of retail traders get sucked in and thinking, wow, it's down 63%. It can't go lower. And then it goes lower, down 30%, down 14, gets a little move up 6%, then back down 16%, down 5%. And then you can see right when I got in, price started to consolidate because waiting that time distance away when a big move drop happens, you let the sellers, you let them die out, and then you see consolidation, and then you see EMA 5. Well, how convenient. The algos will sell this off at the EMA 5, and then it comes back down again, and then we have this for your price target because we have not touched the 10 for a while. We weakened the EMA 5 here, and then we blast off over it, and then we knew the 20 was due. So this strategy really works. It works very often. Penny stocks are a lot harder. I will honestly say that if you do this strat on stocks over $5, you will win lots and lots of times. I have yet to lose on a big cap stock doing this, so I hope that motivates you. Like, it really works insane. You won't get as much plays, but I will say because a lot of the times, you know, this strategy will find extremely oversold bigger cap stocks. They have big fun, you know, lots of analysts on them, and over time they go up. And that's where I made tons and tons of my money. These stocks, I would say, put slower money in it. Also, watch my videos on how to properly accumulate. Like my swing trading education video, I say how to properly accumulate reversals, and I discuss all that because you're never going to get the exact bottom. Like right in here, this definitely, I love this play right in here. I made a video saying if this hits ATR4, I would look to buy it. Well, what if it goes down a little lower? Sure, you have some money to average down because you can never say I'm going to get the most exact bottom. Catching bottoms and tops is exactly impossible. Can we get precise bottoms and tops with this system? Yes. And that's the key to this strategy because as long as our risk versus reward is good, our probabilities of winning is good, and then what is our room up to these EMAs? Like right up in here, we had a pretty massive room. To the 10, we had a massive room, and you can see kind of like how you judge this. But yeah, I really like this. This is my analysis for PEGY. I'm neutral. I wouldn't buy it in my honest opinion because one, we're on the EMA 5. Yeah, I mean, touching this is going to be a rejection. If we go to the EMA 10, you're looking at a 12%. It's not. That's if it hits it. And then to the EMA 20, from this point, you're looking at a 45%. It can, but we just hit it. Usually, I see more time distance than that. The thing that I look for is the extremes, right? Since we know reversion to the mean has to happen, we know in like kind of time frames it likes to happen. So I want to make sure I give those extremes, and we're not even close to this HR4. But the only way I would probably look into this is just a trend channel play, right? You have your trend channel, you have your support resistance. We have yet to hit this. So if we get anywhere close to this, you can kind of see where we get this little support right here, support right here. So we have this, we have a clear line here. Here is your trend line right here. You know, that's very clear. So we can get rid of that and say, you know, this is holding. So what I would like to look for is one, since we're making higher or making lower lows, so we have a lower low here, we have a bounce here, we come down here, you know, in theory we'll probably make a lower low in my opinion. But yeah, so the EMA 10, you know, you can see how that 5 is rejecting. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I have a lot of plays that I'm looking at that I like way better, so I'm gonna put my money where I like it the most. If you guys want to join the Discord, you're more than welcome to join. It's an awesome community. You're gonna learn a lot. The most important thing is you're gonna learn how to trade. You know, you never want to be into a strategy where you have no idea. You're just following random alerts. Some alerts might work and some might. I'm more interested in showing you guys how to trade because trading is really hard. It's one of the most stressful things I've ever done. I lost a lot of money, but in time when I buckle down and I understand how to do proper risk management, a strategy that does consistently work instead of just swapping around every strategies. You know, what is your personality? Do you like to find bottom reversals? If you're watching this video, obviously you're trying to find bottom reversals. You have to do that with pennies because once they start pumping like this, you don't want to be buying it anymore because usually what happens is the algos are hitting these EMAs and that's where the price tends to reject. If you want to join, hit the link down below in the YouTube comments below. It'll be pinned. It'll say join the premium Discord. I think you guys are going to like it. Please read how to subscribe when you come in. If you have an Android, just do it on your phone browser or computer, because through the app they're having issues with Android. iPhones are perfectly fine, and when you do that, you can use your Android just as fine. Avoid scammers. I'll never message you, DM you, or trade your accounts. And read the testimonies. A lot of people have grown lots of money. I made about 35% of my total portfolio in a few weeks. That's insane, right? My favorite strategy is day trading. If you hit day trade alerts, it will opt you in to subscribe for the highest tier, and it's so cheap. If you hit server shop here, you can see like it's only 12 bucks a month. It is so cheap that less than the price of a meal, you can make massive money doing this thing. What I showed you was swing trading, and I said pennies are very speculative. I'll always adhere to that. If you trade my bigger cap stocks with this strategy, you will make lots. You will win lots more. Just remember, higher risk, higher reward. Pennies can make way more than bigger caps. But my favorite strategy is obviously the day trading. It's wins me the most. It's made me a full-time trader, and it gives me something to do all the time. My swing trades, I usually place them end of the day using this strategy here, and I use the daily candle. Daily candle, you really have to use it because it's a higher time frame. It gives you a better confirmation. But yeah, I think you guys are gonna really love the Daily Swing Trading Plus. It's only 12 bucks a month. You have nothing to lose. If you don't like it, cancel it. But I promise you, you are gonna learn a lot. You're gonna get this unlocked day trading education, swing trading education, my alerts that I like, and then also the main thing is the live streams. You get live streams of me going live for the members every day over setups that I like the most, and how a lot of these day trade setups that I take on lower time frames. And I'm not going to day trade pennies. With day trading, I look to trade the indexes, options and futures, and you can make 10 to 20% gains in minutes. Go on without your with your day. So I hope you guys like this video. Give a like, subscribe, comment, and join in the Discord. I would love to see you guys, and let's make some money, guys. Peace out.